What do Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, and Jerry Seinfeld have in common with each other than their massive success? Ever wondered how they could get more done in the same 24 hours that everyone has? Elon is known to spend up to 100 hours a week on his companies. As if that's not crazy enough, the man also spends 4 to 5 days a week with his 5 children, hits the gym twice a week, and still finds time to pursue his hobbies. In this video, I'll be showing you 2 simple techniques they all use to increase their output by a massive amount in just as little effort as possible. In 1977, a study was conducted by Ellis and Naus that showed 80 to 90% of college students procrastinate to a certain degree and struggle to get work done. In another study, approximately 20 to 25% of adults identify with being a chronic procrastinator. This means 1 in 4 adults procrastinate enough to have negative consequences in different areas of life. Studies have shown that procrastinators experience higher stress and anxiety levels than people who do not procrastinate. In addition, they also reported lower self-esteem through their failure of completing tasks that were required. Ever met a successful person who was a chronic procrastinator? Yeah, me neither. But procrastination isn't the only culprit of low productivity. Lack of focus and distractions are equally guilty. Now, on to the juicy part. There's a very simple technique that I want to share with you that you can apply immediately today. And unlike other methods, the results can be seen tomorrow or even later today. It will help solve procrastination, lack of focus, and distractions. This technique is called time blocking. Simply put, it is dividing your day up into blocks of time intervals of your choice. For example, Elon uses 5-minute blocks for his time management. However, you can choose to use 15 minutes or even 30 minutes time blocks. I personally use 15-minute intervals for my blocks. With 24 hours in a day, there will be 96 15-minute blocks. You can find time blocking templates online for free and fill in your activities for the next day. By setting aside time to perform a specific task, it is much easier to channel your focus on accomplishing it, knowing that other tasks have their own time allocated to them. Also, knowing that you only have a set amount of time to do it creates a sense of urgency. If you ever rushed to complete your work before going on holiday, you'd have noticed the amazing efficiency you did it with. That's time pressure at play. If you do not like to plan, I have another technique for you that I will share towards the end of the video. Now back to time blocking. Let's say if an activity will take an hour, that will be 4 blocks allocated for that activity. If it's half an hour, it'll be 2 blocks allocated. You get the idea. The tricky part is in allocating the right amount of time necessary to complete it while not giving too much time to complete a task. If you have to write an email, chances are you won't need 5 blocks for it. As you start this process, you will get a good sense of how much time it takes to complete a task. For example, if initially you gave yourself an hour to go for a meeting, but it only took you 30 minutes, you can readjust it the next time you have to write an email. For example, if initially you gave yourself an hour to go for a meeting, but it only took you 30 minutes, you can readjust it the next time you have the same meeting. Now you might be thinking, when do I get to rest? It is also important to include time blocks for you to rest in between tasks. Rest is vital to maintaining mental clarity and productivity throughout your day. Just finished writing a report? Feel free to put in 1 to 2 blocks for you to relax. It is also common that you will find that you have finished your task before the allotted time runs out. If you've completed a task in 45 minutes instead of an hour, feel free to use the remaining 15 minutes for some guilt-free rest time. Personally, the best thing about time blocking is that it rewards you for being efficient. Unlike some jobs that end when the clock hits 5, time blocking will keep you immersed with the task at hand. With more time to recharge, you'll see an increase in productivity and performance for your next task and future ones. Multiply that over a week, and you can only imagine how much more you'll have done. Now, if you do not like planning, let me introduce to you a similar technique that needs no planning in advance. Meet the Pomodoro technique, invented by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. This technique was named after the tomato-shaped timer he used. As you can guess, Pomodoro means tomato in Italian. Here's how it works. When you have a task to complete, set a timer for 25 minutes. When the timer runs out, you're free to take a short break of 5 minutes. This is known as a Pomodoro cycle. Once you've completed 4 Pomodoro cycles, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This is great for people who do not want to plan their day ahead or have to adapt throughout the day to change of plans. Personally, time blocking has been incredibly effective for maintaining my mental agility and improving my productivity. It is simple to implement, and anyone can do it. It takes only about 15 minutes the night prior to plan your day out. As with any good habit, the increase in output will compound and improve your life drastically. If you've enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe as it helps the channel greatly.